Hello. Oh, hello, Jim. Yeah, I just walked in the house myself. Oh, it's a fact. They're tearing down the old courthouse. I heard about it in town just before I left. Municipal building. Some of them say that's what they're going to call it. Bigger and better all around. No, they ain't going to have no voting on it. They've decided to tear the old courthouse down. Oh, I reckon so. But you know, I hate to see it go. Why, when I was just a boy in my teens, Pa brought me to town for the first time. And that was the first big building I'd ever seen. Later, I bought the license to marry the woman. Yeah, I paid tax on my first piece of land. Yeah, I voted the first time. Yeah, right out there in the hall. I reckon that old building that watched me to grow up to be a man. Yeah, I got the children's birth certificates in there. All of them still living. But one. It was the big war. You remember, Jim? We lost him. The rest of them's all married, though. Yeah, but they got little time for the old folks. I reckon that new building's for them. Gonna be a big one. Yeah, it's gonna cover the square. Now, it won't have no yard. Yeah, right out to the street. Of course, they ain't gonna have no room to argue religion and politics, or for the champion checker players to meet. You know, now that they're tearing that old building down, it seems like I'm losing a friend. By golly, that old building, well, it ain't no older than I am, Jim. Fella ought to prepare, I reckon, for the end. What'd you say, Jim? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll meet you there in town Saturday. Like I always have. Why, out in the street, I guess. But then the courthouse and the whipping benches is gonna all be gone. There won't be nowhere to sit down and rest. Before you ring off, Jim, you know I was thinking, if there's an everyday place in the promised land, yeah, you know, an off-duty congregating around, I believe I'd be happy with that old courthouse yard, where our Lord will walk up and say, "Welcome. Here's your place. Sit down."